Encounter Wargaming, I'm Jay, and today we're at the Polish Combatants Hall in downtown Toronto for the biggest event Hogtown 40K has ever put on, the Hogtowner.
Shout out to everyone who provided tables for this event. If you provided a table, cheer for yourself! Woo! So thanks guys, the tables look absolutely fantastic. Everyone who's come in has commented on how great they are. So yeah, good work. So there's a lot of familiar faces and some people I don't recognize, a couple people, maybe 2 or 3. So if you haven't been a part of Hogtown 40K or any of our events before, welcome! Yeah! We're a good bunch of people. We are a cult, and there are initiation rites if you do want to join. So just talk to anyone wearing a black shirt. I mean, a black polo. Let's not use that one. Sorry?
It has to do with beer.
It has to do with beer.
Hey.
So this event couldn't have been possible without our sponsors. So we've got the Sword and Board over there. They've got a great retail store set up. They got used models, they're buying and selling those. They got a deal on, talk to them. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can negotiate with RAF. Oh yeah. Just, you know, go persuasion rolls up, or try to intimidate them, I don't know. Warpainter.com is over there. We've got some great paint. What else you got, Marco?
It's great paint, man.
Awesome. So we've also got RM Miniature Studios. Armies of Chad, Brushfire Studios, Hot Dice Miniatures, Battle Brothers, and People's Pint have all sponsored us today. So it's a fantastic list of guys. And your organizers for today, there's a bunch of us. So there's obviously me, because I'm up here talking to you. Mike's beside me. Paul, where's Paul? Right here. Paul's there. He's got a
Nerf gun.
James Jones and Mike Chapman, already said Mike. Connor, Victor's not here yet, but he's out. So yeah, so if you have any questions about the missions, scoring, anything, track them down and ask them. They're nice guys, and we'll like, I think they had coffee? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, good. Alright, so, on to the fun stuff. So if you've got a player pack, you might notice there's stuff inside. So you're going to find the actual player pack written out. There's going to be food tickets for each day. Gangster Cheese is here already. They're stoked to feed you. So they're going to be in a parking lot across the street. We'll show you the way. I believe you can buy extras, but you get a lunch both days. I think they've got like pulled pork, mac and cheese, pulled pork grilled cheese, mac and cheese grilled cheese, and bacon cheeseburger grilled cheese, and fries. It's cash only. So if you guys need cash, just Google the nearest ATM for your bank. Also in your player bag, you will find raffle tickets. You might notice there's a table in front of you with prizes listed. We're going to do a raffle at the end of the day today, the end of the day tomorrow. So if you don't want any of these prizes and you see any prizes back here, you can save your raffle tickets until tomorrow. You can also buy more raffle tickets after the first round. We'll price them out and just pay us cash and put it in the chimichanga cash box. Which is awesome. There's also voting cards. So you've got best sportsman, you've got 2 cards for each day. So at the end of each day, just list ranked ballots that you like the most. We've got best presentation, so people's choice. So take a look at all the armies and vote for the one you like the most. That's a prize as well. And the last one is best table. All of the tables here will have a name card on them if they've been provided by a community member. Check it out and vote for your favorite table as well. So we want to give them a huge thanks for coming out. Painting. If you guys haven't filled out the paint rubric, we have copies in the back. Try to fill it out by lunch today because Marco and Paul have to judge all of your armies. And that's going to be a lot. And Paul's already started judging them, and he's shaking his head.
Guys, come on. No one quit their jobs to paint.
I quit my job.
Thank you.
There's also a best single mini prize. So when you put your rubric in front of your army and there's a best single mini you want to enter to the prize, just write it on your rubric there. Already talked about the food truck, so that's great. And we're using the West Coast Pairings app. So does everyone have the app downloaded? Yes. Does anyone not have the app downloaded? Okay, good. A couple don't. Well, get it downloaded. You're playing. Kind of important. So for sportsmen, it's basically thumbs up or thumbs down. If you have an issue with your opponent for any reason, just come talk to one of the judges discreetly, and we will deal with it. We'll take both party stories. That's not going to happen, is it? Not going to happen, is it? No. Awesome. We're gentlemen. We're gentlemen. Right. And yeah.
Something like that.
Come find us if you have any questions at all. Make sure if you have any issues with the terrain, talk it out with your opponent and figure out how you want to play it, and just keep it consistent. It's pretty straightforward. And do it before the game. Don't do it after the game. Actually happens. And we're going to go right into the first round, starting at 9:30. We'll have all your tables numbers there. So once I get on the stage, I'm going to start the tournament. And yeah, any questions now? No? Cool. How do you guys? The 18 inches on.
shoe I put on for you, so soft you put your fingers through and out. You say your check's coming now and you ran out on the town. You're the king of the bar, brought everyone around. Now you're broken, need some change. We mean it in two different ways now.
First game at the Hogtowner, I'm playing against Laurent with his Tau. And the mission is called No Man's Land, so there's your deployment map. We got 3 objectives in the center. 1, 2, 3, and we're playing long ways. So my Dark Mechanicus is all kind of like built up around this ruin here. And of course the Oplits are off the field for obvious reasons. And the Tau, as usual, are castling all up in the corner, getting all their crazy buffs. Now, I have no OBSEC. And I have very few models, so I won't be outnumbering on objectives, but everything I have is a monster, a walker, a hellbrute, or infantry. So the twist, we're doing twists in this tournament, the twist for this battle is that I get +2 inches movement for all infantry, dreadnoughts, hellbrutes, and monsters, which is everything I got, which is awesome, and +1 to charge rolls. So considering my army is really combat oriented and is all big baddies, this could work to my advantage. I'll at least give me a little bit of an edge, a little extra movement. So, I will say good luck, sir. Good luck. And let's get this game rolling. Now we're at the top of the 4th, so bottom of the 3rd, halfway through the game. I have 1 Contemptor and 1 Obliterator dead. This guy's rolling just like boxcars all over the place, which is absolutely amazing. My Obliterators are being held up by these guys over here. My Mauler Fiends did finally get to the lines, but I left all my character buffs behind, which kind of sucks. Only killed 2 Fire Warriors over here, which is just absolutely silly, because they should have killed a lot more. That's why I need the character buffs, but it's okay. So, my Mauler Fiends did make it to the lines. Hopefully I can keep pushing them back, and we'll see how the second half of the game goes. Alright, so sadly we had to call it at the end of 4 because we ran out of time. He just couldn't quite make it to that objective. And I've got this one with my Contemptor. He does have this one, but it's whoever has the most. So I get 10 points for getting all the objectives. And then we've got, he killed more power level than me, which was one of the secondaries, and he also got Warlord, which gives, so he gets 2 points for losing, and then 2 points for secondaries, puts him at 4. I've got 10 for winning, and then just the 1, right, for having my biggest guy alive. So I've just got 11. Or was it 12?
No, 12.
What was the other secondary I got?
You scored 2, right?
I think so. Kill the most power level?
No, I killed the most power level.
Oh, you killed the most power level.
So it's 11. You got 11.
Yeah, okay, so it's 11-4. Awesome. We got a good shot of everything before we call it. Awesomeness. Cool. Good game, Loren. Looking forward to the next round. Lunchtime. All right, second game of the Hogtowner. I am up against Luis, who has brought a crazy knight list with some little human dudes to back him up. So I won't get into all his stuff because I don't know all his rules off by heart. He's explained it all to me, but it's very, very interesting. He's got a lot of pre-game command points spent in giving these guys characteristics. You can see the counters on the bases. Anyway, my crazy demon engines are all lined up here, ready to storm right at them, because the name of the game is objectives, as usual. I've got one objective here underneath my Contemptor, there's another one here, and another one here, but I can only score my own at the end of the game, so I have to stay on those to the end of the game, which is probably not going to happen, because his 3, I have to try and burn up, and I get 3 points for burning them up. So I have to get over here and kill these 3 objectives, while somehow keeping them off my 3 objectives. This should be interesting. Now, there is a twist to this round, like there has been in every round. And this particular time, we are adding +1 attack for any unit that charges or is charged, just for that phase. So that's a nice little twist to things. Obviously, it's table quarters, as you can see here. And yeah, so I guess we roll off to see who gets first turn. Want to do it on camera?
Yeah, no problem.
I got a 4. And you get a 2. So
How can I seize?
you can try and seize if you want.
Okay, here we go. I need a 6.
Oh, and he does it. All right, so I guess I'm getting the second turn. I'm going to have to eat some firepower from these knights for a turn. We'll see how it goes. I'll come back at you at mid-game. I said I'd come back at you mid-game, and it kind of is, because it's actually the bottom of the second turn. I'm in the middle of my shooting phase. I just wanted to chime in now. Because all I have left is 2 characters and 2 contemptors. Everything else just got swallowed. I've only killed 1 knight, but I did just deep strike in my oblitz, fired twice, and dwindled down his numbers quite a bit over here. So I'm going to hope this turn goes pretty well. We've got 50 minutes left on the clock, so maybe we can get a third turn in. But yeah, this is the second turn. Second turn. Ew! Alright, final results. All I got left on the table is my 1 exalted champion who's like about to fight a warlord here. Warlord Titan. And my oblitz. Now, we were only on the 3rd turn, and I was about to start my 3rd turn, and then we realized that there was an objective here. Yeah. And he's going to burn that at the end of his turn. He's going to burn this at the end of his turn. So at the end of his 3rd turn, he has 2 objectives. Even if I'm super lucky and get over here, take out that character, I can burn that 1. That'll give me 1, because we have 20 minutes left, 25 minutes left. We're not going to get a 4th turn in. So really, I can get 1, he can get 2, and I can't beat 2. So that makes me the loss, him the win. Now there is secondaries. So Luis also managed to slay my warlord, as well as first strike, and he got his warlord in the enemy deployment zone. So 10 for the win, 3 secondaries gives him 13, and I get 2 for a loss. That gives me 2, 13 to 2. Good game, buddy.
Man, that was awesome. That was great.
It was.
Very, very cool. Your army is very powerful.
So I'm looking at 1 win and 1 loss so far this tournament, so that's something. I really thought this army would do worse than that, so I'm actually really happy with what I've been doing here. And we're going to take a short break and go on to game 3, so I'll see you guys at the next round.
3D3 mortal moves.
He's dead. He's just dead. He's like...
What turn you guys on?
Last turn in a second.
Getting tight.
6?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you actually made it to 6?
Yeah.
Nice.
The animal that's in effect is number 4. What are you running? Everybody gets a cover save.
Cover. Run. Go for the objective.
Does he have to take morale?
How many guys did you lose?
4.
3?
3. No.
It's fine.
Come on.
I'm gonna roll 6 twice, so 5, 6. 60 kill the pig. That's 6 guys dead. All good.
This guy is going to fall out of combat through the wall to here. So I'm out of combat. This guy is going to advance. He gets to go 11 inches. Is that going to be enough to cross this line? Yes.
Nice work. Nice work.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, you're making me work, Morgan.
Alright, 3rd game of the Hogtowner. I'm playing against Corey and his 1,000 Sons. Sweet little army. So the basis of this game is we each have a deployment in our deployment. We each have a deployment in our objective zone. We each have an objective in our deployment zone. Jeez, I'm tired. And the point is to take both, to hold both objectives. So from the 3rd turn on, whoever holds both objectives by the end of their turn wins the game automatically. Of course, there's secondaries, which we'll get into as we add up points at the end of the game. But there is a twist, like there has been every other round, and it's called restoratives. And basically, you can just generate D3 wounds on a single model at any point, once every turn, I believe. One model gets to generate D3 wounds, so that's pretty cool. You can bring back something big. You can't generate a unit, so you can't bring back 3 guardsmen or whatever, or in his case 3 cultists or anything silly like that. So yeah, we're going to roll off to see who goes first, I guess. And you finish deploying first, Corey, so you get the +1. You got a 7, I got a 4, so you get the choice of first turn.
I will take first turn.
You will take first, so I will try to seize. And a 2 will not do it. All right, come back to you guys mid-game. All right. Alright, end of the third turn. This is where the objectives start to matter. I've still got mine over here, defended by my 3 contemptors, and he's still got his over there, defended by some brimstone horrors, and big levy there. And I've got my obliterators in the back lines that came in this turn, and I forgot to bring them in the second turn, which kind of sucks. So they were kind of pushed all the way back there, but that's okay. But I don't have much left. My maulers are all dead, my Hellwright's dead. And actually that's all that died, but I still have Demon Prince has got 3 wounds left, Apostle's got 3 wounds left, and the Champion's got 2 wounds left in the middle of fighting Magnus, which is a brave Exalted Champion, I'll say that much. So nobody's scoring any points, but it's like a basically all or nothing kind of game. The second one of us is both. The game ends, or goes to 6. So it doesn't look like either one of us is getting very close to getting the other person's objective, so I think it might just go to 6. And we might even have to count up secondaries. So come back to the end of the game and let you know how it went. Alright, that's game, and I have been totally tabled, but I did make it to the end of turn 6. But, oh man, that was tight. So at the beginning of turn 6, we were both on our own objective, so that would have stalemated it. We added up the secondaries, right? So the way it works is I had his Warlord dead, so I would have got 1 for that, and I had my Warlord within 3 inches of mine, so that would have given me another secondary. So we would have each got 4 points for tying, and then I would have got 2 more, which would have given me 6 to his 4. So now, he comes in the 6th turn, blasts the crap out of my contemptors, kills them all, kills my Demon Prince, which is my Warlord, right? Taking away my point for being within 3, and getting him the Warlord point, giving us each 5 points. So then he completely kills me, tables me, and we're like, oh wait, but you're not within 3 of the objective. And the only way you can win this scenario is by holding both objectives. So he's got that one, no doubt there. But this one he didn't have, and then he was like, oh well, I would have charged had I known. And I was like, you know what, bud, roll your 2 dice. If you made the charge, you took this game. He needed 6 inches, he rolled a 9. So I'm giving him the win. That gives him 10 points. Sorry. That gives you 11 points because you killed my Warlord.
There's no Slay the Warlord in this mission.
Oh, really?
There's only Slay the Warlord if your Warlord does it, but your Warlord killed mine.
But you get 1 point for playing D, for owning your own objective.
But you get a point for that one. Your Demon Prince killed my Sorcerer. My Warlord.
Oh, the Warlord has to kill the Warlord. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So I got 2 for losing, plus 1 for killing your Warlord, with my Warlord. That gives me 3. You got 10 for winning, plus 1 for holding your own objective. And that's it, yep. So we got 3 to 11. Shake your hand on camera. Everybody know we're good sport. Good game, Corey. And that's it for the games today. We got 3 more coming up tomorrow. So we're just going to hang out for the next 20 minutes. Yeah, 23 minutes. And we'll check out the closing ceremonies for the day.
First of all, if she can hear us all the way in the back, let's give a huge round of applause to Beta. So a couple of things, there's 2 ballots for best sport in your player pack. Please fill out one for the 3 people you played today. It's a ranked ballot. There's a basket at the back. Please put it in there. We've also got a bunch of draw prizes here. We're going to be doing the draws in 15 minutes. So if you want to buy any graphics, the last chance to do that. Intensity. It's cunning. Booster colors. Wow. Yeah. Great. Nice job there. Great job. Yeah. I got it. All right. How are you? Here we go, Mark. Dave Scourge. I know you worked really hard for that. Now you're coming up here. Come up here. There you go. Sit tight. You're drawing the next one. So next up we have War Boss Brooks Boss Mob.
How many
These are some cool orcs. There's a really dope squig model in here.
So one good model amongst many.
For the squig! And we got Bryce B! Bye, Dave. Thanks for playing.
Bye, Dave.
beam sealers on you, but they're still really cool terrain pieces. And we have, of course, he just needs more free stuff that he randomly wins. Adam Truax! And we've got 3 really cool Exalted Sorcerers of Siege.
Did the Siege players put their name in here?
Wait, change man. We have Graham Lloyd.
I wasn't a sleep guy. I don't know until I used to sleep guy.
I don't mind those tickets and putting them in there. Next up, we got a wonderful DP. We all need more DP. Yeah. We all need more DP in our lives. It says Age of Sigmar, but it can also be used for Warhammer 40K.
I don't know how to comment on that.
Liam!
Someone can have
You're the only Liam here!
Oh, I put all 5 in. Yes! I'm the only person. I want an imprint.
So this is one of the coolest single models that Games Workshop has. It's the Inquisitor with the Pilgrim hat, the Inferno Pistol, and the Power Sword.
Make someone cool in it.
I hope it's someone cool.
Alex, Albuquerque!
You don't read it, I do! Alex Albuquerque! And the last one we have here is for a $50 credit for Brushfire Studios. You can see their work over there for War Painter stuff. So they will do $50 credit towards commission painting services. And Alex, here you go.
that guard.
You got it. It just says Beeson. Wonderful. All right, so we have more prizes for you tomorrow, so buy more raffle tickets.
Day 2, getting my coffee into me, waking me up here, and I got the first game started. I'm feeling a little foggy after yesterday. It was pretty tiring. But first game today, I'm facing Eric and his Blood Angels. And I'm looking like I'm facing a lot of Marines here. Some Primaris, some Scouts, Scout Bikers, Death Company. He's got a little bit of everything, which is great. But I have a very small model count, so we'll see how we do. I have to kill a lot of dudes. Or not, I just have to keep them off the objectives probably, but we have 6 objectives set up, so there's 4 that were predetermined in each quarter, and then we set up 2 in the middle, so I placed mine there, and he placed his all the way over here, being guarded by some intercessors, and yeah, so we actually don't know which one's important until the 3rd turn. It's basically supply drop. Obviously, Hogtown has modified it a little bit, so they're actually calling it in the pipe, 5x5, whatever that means. So basically, yeah, 3rd turn, we roll a d3, so I would say choose these 3, roll a d3, and the other 2 that I didn't roll for disappear. And on his turn, he does the same thing. And then from then on, we know which 2 objectives are the important ones. So really, it's just coming down to whoever can hold out, sort of past the 3rd turn. So I hope he doesn't completely obliterate me right away. I don't see a lot of heavy weapons, so this might work out for me. But we'll see how it goes. I'll come back at you guys mid-game. All right, so I'm coming at you from the end of the 3rd turn. We figured out the objectives, and it turned out that he got this one here, and he was already on it, so it actually gives him a secondary point right off the bat. But then I rolled, and I ended up with this one here. Now, at this point, all my maulers were over here, trying to take on like a big, massive blob of Death Company. The Contemptors are slowly getting dwindled down by these Honor Guard, or whatever they're called, Sanguinary Guard. So I had to send the one mauler over here to back him up, because these guys actually managed to kill my Demon Prince, which is not good for me. But I got these 2 running that way. Maybe I can grab that one and maybe contest this one. Yeah. So my Demon Prince is dead, but luckily this Mauler Fiend was able to punch dead Sanguinor, a Death Company chaplain, and the captain with Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. So kudos to this guy.
1 hour remaining.
But it says 59 minutes.
1 hour.
Alright, so yeah, we're at the 1 hour mark. It's a good thing that we're just over halfway through the game. So I'll come back to you at the end and we'll see who won. Woo! So that was intense last turn of the game because I did end up getting all my stuff up here. He actually had a unit of scouts hold up my obliterators for a couple of turns, which was great because I intended to drop them in and use them to take the objective. But I had to come all the way across the field with my maulers, with one mauler. This mauler kind of got caught behind. He had to go around this way. And the Hellright, so the two of them were able to take on a unit of intercessors and a unit of scouts, which is excellent, giving me that objective. As well, I've just been hanging back this guy since like the 4th turn, just hanging out on this objective. So that gives me both objectives, which is excellent. So first game of the day gets me a win. We're gonna add up secondaries. So you got the 1 point for being on the objective when it was discovered. We both got Slay the Warlord. Did either of us destroy a unit in the first turn?
We did.
We were both hiding from each other. Yeah, okay. So, if I win, that gives me 10 plus the 1 secondary, which is 11. And you losing gets you 2 plus 2 secondaries gets you 4. So it's 11 to 4. Good game. Shake hands on camera. And yeah. We'll check you guys at the next game. Alright, second day. I'm just getting lunch at Gangsta Cheese, the best grilled cheese in Toronto. If you guys live in Toronto and you see this truck driving around, grab it, because it is absolutely amazing. I'll show you their menu here. They got mac and cheese grilled cheese, pulled pork grilled cheese, which I had yesterday, which is absolutely delicious. And today I'm going to try the bacon cheeseburger, because I just love bacon. So we'll see how delicious it is. I'm sure it's great. I've had these guys twice now, and they are absolutely awesome. So check them out. Got a phone number there, email address. Delicious. Try it. Game 5 of the Hogtowner, I guess game 2 of day 2. I'm playing against Matt Hurd and his magnificent Sons of Sidonia, I guess is how. Look at this banner he's made. This is so awesome, right? Anyway, so I got my Dark Mechanicus, I guess, versus his Adeptus Mechanicus. So whose Omnissiah is better, we'll find out. But the mission here, we've got 6 objectives around. 1, 2, 3 is in that building, 4, 5, 6. And you get a point every turn for holding your objective if you have it at the end of your turn, or you can forfeit that 1 point if you think you got the guts to hold it through your opponent's turn. It becomes worth 2 at the end of their turn. So that is something. But the twist, there's been a twist every game so far. It's kick it old school, which means I deployed my entire army, and then Matt deployed his entire army. And instead of rolling to go first, I just roll a d6, and on a 2+ I go first. On a 1, Matt goes first. So here it goes. There you go. I'm getting the first turn. Oh, yep, you can seize on a 6. No. All right. I'll come back to you guys in the middle of the game. All right. Matt is starting his 3rd turn, so we're at the bottom of the 3rd, and all I have left is my Demon Prince, 1 Contemptor, and my characters. So this is looking real tough, and I knew it was going to be when I started the game. Luckily, in my 2nd turn, I was able to deep strike in my Oblitz and literally take out 2 units of infantry completely. And then I assaulted over here with like 2 Mauler Fiends and the Contemptors, and they just like wiped out all the infantry and the Chicken Walkers. So now I'm just looking, my Contemptor is staring a knight in the face, and he's below half strength, or just above half strength actually. And my Demon Prince is just hanging out in the open, ready to get shot at by an entire, whatever he's got left, pretty much. Because you can't target these guys right now, but you sure can target the Demon Prince. It's not looking good. But I'm hoping to get a secondary at least by killing his Warlord, unless he kills me in this turn, which is probably going to happen. So this game I might be tabled very quickly. So I'll come back to you at the end of the game, we'll add up the points and stuff. That was the end of his 3rd turn. I actually just came at you guys at the beginning of his 3rd turn, but we just called it because he killed everything of mine except for these 3 characters I had here, which was the Hellright, the Exalted Champion, and the Dark Apostle. And judging by the way this game has been going, at this point, at the end of the 3rd turn, he had 12 points and I had 4. So, looking over the secondaries, I can't even get any of these secondaries because I can't control more objectives than him. I can't control an objective for more than 4 turns. I'm definitely not going to have more power level left on the board. My warlord is dead, so he's not going to either kill his warlord or be within 3 inches of an objective. So really, we're looking at 10 points to you for winning, 2 points to me for losing, and then your warlord was within 3 of that. You definitely have more power level.
I had this one for 4 turns.
You did have that one for 4 turns?
I started the game on it, basically.
Right, and that was the end of the 3rd, but I'll give you the 4th, because I would have had characters running around doing nothing for 3 more turns, so totally. So, and your warlord didn't kill mine, but that gives you 4. So that's 14 to 2. Ew. Alright. Good game, Matt?
Yeah.
Yep. So that was game 5, going on to game 6. I've got about an hour before this game was supposed to be over, and then another half-hour break, so I'm going to have a couple cigarettes and sit down.
I was going to say, do you want beer?
Top 1. Okay, that's it. So you get to play that. Alright, I'm just going to go this way. Actually, there's only 2 spots, right?
Don't mind me.
Oh, alright, let's do the Rippers. 3 attacks apiece. Needed 4s. No, needed 5s. I'll just do these guys first, I guess. 2 hit. Strength 3 on toughness 5. So I need 5. 4 attacks. The question is, who are you attacking?
Just ignore me.
-1 if you attack my warlord. I think I'm gonna do my attack against this guy.
Absolutely amazing.
And he's gonna have to leadership on his couple.
But
I'll have to roll 1, not 1.
just talk about damage mitigation on your warlord.
Let's do the captain.
Yeah, he's got
4 attacks on the wrist.
That's right, so I'm not going after that. I'm going after this guy. So tail first, hits on a 2. Toughness 3 hits. So I need a 2.
Strength 8, so 3s.
Claws.
Negative 3.
Oh! That's what I mean, he might survive. Nope. I need a 10 break. Alright, so how about we move on to him?
So I'll get the 1.
Contemptor versus Wraithlord?
Yep.
Love it. The Wraithlord is so cool. How's this game going, guys?
Tau, man.
It's been interesting.
Tau, man, is all he says.
Jared's coming in. He has 4 attacks. He's hitting on 2s.
What's this?
That guy, yeah. And he's strength 9, so hitting on 2s.
So Shane's Exorcist using Grey Knight rules. He's got some awesome demon models on the table.
Do this, I'm still on the objective, right? Yep. Violin? Yeah, whatever. We got 2 attacks. Alright, and you attack back with things. 1 hit. No
Especially an infantry army. This is a bad table for like super heavies, though, I would imagine. This would be a bad table for super heavies, eh? Just way too dense.
Oh, I just got it. We nurdle like a tar pit. It's like I'm fighting the swamp. It's the worst.
Right.
You can't take him off anything.
I wanted some green armor. I'm going to get it.
What's going over here, Jack?
It's a bloodbath.
Okay, there's
The
3.
little guy fighting the Catan?
Yeah, my warlord trying to survive some attacks.
So your
Wait, your armature is your warlord?
failed to
Oh,
it.
no, the warlord's there. I see him. Sorry, my bad.
I'm not going to command point this one.
My bad.
Even though I should have command pointed the...
Beast commander there.
Okay, so 2 good.
That's 2d6.
Templars being used as well.
Yep. I think it's under the table. I'm down to 4.
That crap were the old Valhalla models.
Battle tank to fire.
Super cool.
We'll see it.
Last one, long range.
Do I get a cover?
I don't think so, dude. I think you're right at it.
Oh,
choices are there? Or is it May Guy? Mag 9.
Not that he's been doing it. It's good practice. Yeah.
2-0 rolling 1. So 2 damage. 5 left. 6 at -4.
It does not have still dead. Multiple wounds. So I will roll it.
So we got 3 boys. Yep, 3 boys.
2 horrible. Doable.
And then wounding on 6s, I need to roll that same thing again.
You never know.
No. And then the knob.
See him squad 2 or what?
No, he's got a banner. Which is surprisingly good. He gets 3 attacks.
That's it. Going to shooting phase. This guy's gonna try to shoot carnage. Shoot ahead.
And then I'll just do the last 2. 3, 1.
Oh wow, we just old school Necrons. Love it.
That's the squad too, so they're not coming back.
These models came out when I was a kid. So cool. The old destroyers. Basically like Necron bikes. The old immortals. So cool. So awesome. I love the old Peter stuff. As you guys know. I'm all about the old hammer.
Oh yeah, 24, right?
Yeah, so he's got all that place. Yeah.
I got 1 more power.
He can do that for his space wizard. Space Gandalf. He's good.
Space Gandalf. Final game of this awesome event, the Hogtowner. I'm playing against Dana and his Ulfwe army. You've seen Dana before in our past battle reports. He played that awesome Dreadnought army against my Demon Princes. So if you're interested in 7th edition, go back and check that out. But anyway, today, or right now I should say, they've given us this crazy mission where we split our forces 50-50 across like that, opposite ourselves here. And the objective is right in the center of the table. So the premise here is that there's some kind of warp storm coming in from the edges, slowly closing in 6 inches every turn. So literally holding this objective gets you a point every turn. But every turn, of course, the warp storm is going to move in 6, then 12, then 18, until it finally reaches the center. And once it gets within that 6-inch bubble, nobody's going to be affected. Now, your guys aren't automatically dead for being in that warp storm, because that would just be stupid. They get D3 mortal wounds, I think, for being within the storm, which is shitty, but it's not going to necessarily take you right out. But that's something. So that is the twist, is that crazy warp storm closing in from the edge. As far as the actual game itself, we're really just focusing on this center objective, and that's going to be our sort of aim. So it's everybody rush for the center and kill each other in the meantime. I don't think there's any kill points or anything, but we do have, like, you know, Warlord and stuff like that, normal secondaries. So, it's not Warlord, but we do have, highest point model we have to kill. Okay. So, regardless, let's get the game underway. So Dana's finished deploying first. He's got +1 to the roll. Might as well do it on camera. All right. Didn't even need the +1. I'm going to give it a try. 6. Oh, and he does it. Woo! Getting the first turn. All right. I decided to check back with you guys right now. We're actually at the beginning of the 3rd turn, so we're not quite halfway through, but I just wanted to show you what the hell's going on. My Demon Prince charged over here and assaulted some Warwalkers and just obliterated one of them, and then they ran away. The Wraith Guard taking their place and just shooting them to death. So see you later, Demon Prince. So far, though, that's all he's killed other than one Contemptor and my Exalted Champion. So this turn, I'm going to hopefully bring in my Oblitz and just cause some shit. And yeah, as far as contesting the center, I took it in my turn, and then he contested it in his turn, but didn't kill my... I got one wound left on my Mauler, so he couldn't quite get the 2 models off there. So we'll see how the next turn goes. Maybe I can just get a whole bunch more models into the middle and hope I don't die by the end of the game. That's really all I can do. Come back to you at the end. Alright, final round now. We are moving on to turn 4. We just finished turn 3. We're moving on to turn 4.
Oh, the Hogtowner.
Cool.
Last half hour.
Well, we're calling it now anyways.
If you wouldn't mind filling out your best.
Alright, so we're calling the game now anyway at the end of turn 3. Dana was amazing and flew his Warlord over here because he's got some relic that allows him to fly, and he advanced 6 inches, which is great. So he just like, the mission says, if your Warlord holds the objective, he gets 2 points for holding it, regardless of objective secured or anything like that, or how many models, doesn't matter, he gets it. So that tied him up to my 2 points for holding it for 2 turns. And then we're going into the 4th. He's moved way more models, like, he just has to move up. And he's got way more models than anything I can even put in. Because I've got 1 Dark Apostle, 1 Mauler Fiend, 1 Hellwright, and 3 Obliterators, which aren't even going to make it. So max, I can get 3 models in there. Even if I'm stupid lucky and kill this unit and the Warlord and the Warwalker, which is, like, not likely to happen. He's got a unit of, like, 17 here and a unit of 19 there that are both OBSEC. So even if we play the 4th turn, it's just going to mean that Dana gets another point. With half hour left, that's all we're going to get to play anyway. So that's game. Goes to Dana. That gives you 10 points for the win. Gives me 2 points. Let's add up secondaries. Units outside 12.
Only outside.
But you have the most units, period. Right? Now, if we're going to play a 4th turn, we could even justify that maybe these 2 units are in which case we both have 1 unit outside.
I guess I could just fly outside.
But you want to be inside. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but like, to get the secondary, he's 11 wounds. It's only D3 each time. You just fly it to make sure I move.
Oh wait, the secondary for having guys outside? That doesn't make any sense.
I know, right?
Game 1 BP.
If you have 4 units, then 12 inches away from the section.
Huh. Okay, well, yeah, if you want to do that, then you get that BP. Okay? So you got 11. What else we got?
Destroyed your most expensive unit.
Destroyed my most expensive unit in the first turn, even.
You destroyed the most power level.
Definitely, because I only have, yeah, you definitely did.
Warlord standing on the objective.
Perfect. So that gives you all 5?
No, just 14.
Gives you 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got 14. I didn't get any of those, right? So I'm looking at 2. Shitty. So, that's 2 wins, 4 losses. I'm looking at 33% with this army in this tournament, which is way better than I thought I would do. It was still a wicked fun game either way, so good game. All right. So we're just going to hang out for the next half hour while people finish up their games, and then we'll see the closing ceremonies.
I was expecting a little more applause, but... Okay, we are going to start the raffle off with the Scale 75 Bates. Connor's going to draw the first one. Congrats on the first. 0. So Devo. Stick around so you can draw the next prize. So the next prize we have is the Necromunda terrain set.
It's Adam again, I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah. Just gets all the terrain.
Bryce B.
Bryce B. Reminder for anyone who lost the last game, you can grab an objective set, the objective set from your table, or just find one of the random ones that are lying around. But on to the next one, which is the Vallejo game color set, paints. Jared.
I wasn't even paying attention.
You guys stay up there. You guys go to the next one.
Open door next.
Coming back to draw.
This is 2 draws, so the first one.
James?
Yeah.
Which James?
James, you get to draw the second one.
Paid off, man.
Yeah, you don't get to.
Oh, you put all your tickets in there?
Jim B.
Jim. So next up we have the Warp Spiky Marine. Jim, we need you.
Put like 5. Do you have bad handwriting? Yeah, probably.
I just failed.
Luis?
It's probably checking to see.
I'm trusting you. So next we have the Army Painters full shade set. Very nice. Oh, Matt. And next up we have the Tito. Yeah, the RM Studio Gift Certificate, which goes to Matt Taos.
Drink.
I'm gonna get someone else to draw the next one, if you don't mind. Adam, you can draw the next one. This is for Armies of Chaz, by the way. The $75 gift certificate. That would be Schnar. We'll do the paintbrushes. So next up is the beer. Yay. Beer. This one goes to, Nick G. Yeah, it's this whole thing, the whole combo. Yeah, no, it's not one and off. So now for the 3 sets of paintbrushes. So first one goes to Bryce B.
Clean it up.
And can you, yeah, and then stick around because we want to grab a picture. Second one is, draw another one.
Alex A.
And the third and final set of brushes.
Dr. T.
Oh, great. It's me.
All right. Hold on. Can you guys just stay up here? We're gonna grab a picture for the sponsors. Stick around a couple minutes. We'll do the final overall prizes once Nick comes up here.
Right.
absolutely fantastic. The tables were impeccable. I hope you guys had as much fun playing as I did watching you play. It was an absolute blast, so we're going to do a post-mortem meeting. We'll send out a survey, get some of your thoughts about how we can improve for next year. We'll probably be grilled cheese again. Yeah! A lot of complaints there. And before we go into scores, that's why you're all here, I want to hear you guys scream and shout and just give a huge thanks to Beta, who's just fantastic. Awesome. All right, so for anyone who is new to a Hogtown event, we usually start off with our two very special prizes, and we're going to start off with the Ugly Dice Award. This award goes to the player who scored the lowest battle score with an absolute A for effort, and this goes to Bryce. And just so you guys know, the way that we do prizes is you get one prize per person, and you get the best prize that you're eligible for. So as we go down, it's important to note. So one of our other traditions is the Butcher Award. Obviously, we strive for balance across everything, but you know, some people, they just like to cut the meat apart. So we've started getting really high-end meat for this prize. So this is the person with the highest battle score, and this goes to Jared. So these are 15 sausages from Sorella Sausages, which is supposed to be the best Italian sausages in Toronto. Your bitches here. We got a cow heart once, but then Jesse didn't cook it. Where's Jesse? Way to go, Jesse. All right, so the way that we're going to do this is we're going to go from the bottom up. We have a table of prizes here, and basically the person who got best overall is going to get first choice, but we're going to save that for a big reveal. So first we're going to start off with best terrain. So this event couldn't have happened without you guys bringing your terrain and really pitching in. Huge shout out to Jim. There you are, Jim. Jim always helps us out with everything. Matt Schnarr helped out a lot. Phil Savard. Encounter Wargaming. Paul Graham. Luis. You guys voted, and you said that Matt Schnarr's table was the best. Let's stand over there. So next one, this year we added, well this time, it's the first year. Sorry, I'm tired, guys. We added the best mini prize. Now, Paul and Marco, I didn't see any magnifying glasses.
No, but they're built into his head.
So this was really close. I know it came down to the wire on a few points, but there was a certain Wraith Lord that had a dope banner and an amazing face that is definitely the best mini here. So, Dana, where are you? So Player's Choice Award, this is totally up to you. It's display, it's fluff, it's all the awesome stuff that you guys put in that goes above and beyond just building a list, painting, and building a display board. And you guys voted Matt Hurd. Yeah! Good work. Love that shirt. So best painted. Another close one, like super close, like ties. And then it all went to some weird tie-break thing. I think Paul did a sacrifice in the bathroom to figure this out.
Oh, idiot.
Well, I mean, you sacrificed your butthole. But best painted goes to Jesse, forgive me. If you haven't seen the stuff, Good work, Jesse. Your stuff is always awesome.
Thanks. Join the line.
Stand here. There you go. So one of the most important elements to this game is obviously there's a person across the table from you, and you want that person to be an amazing person, but there's always one most amazing person at every event. You guys all vote on it, and Adam Walker, come on up. Those great nights, one day. You guys don't have to climb up the stairs.
One day.
We're gonna go.
I don't use to
So our runner-up for best overall. This is a prize because we wanted to award people for doing really, really well. This person is a huge person in this community. He helps out all the time. You know him, you love him, Adam Truex. You have to stand on the stairs. The prizes are right there. And best overall. Second best. This is best overall. You still did good. This is a person whose painting is absolutely impeccable. They go above and beyond. Every single model has a story and is beautifully crafted. And they kick ass on the battlefield too. So Nick G, come on up. Someone get a picture of these guys?
No, just walk up on top of the stage. Oh yeah, that's the same. Oh yeah. Alright. White guys. Let's get out of the way, Nick. I'm going. President. Alright. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I love it. Oh, money. You're done.
Huge shout out to the surfboard. And if you guys have some time to stick around and help us tear down, it would be greatly appreciated. We'll need help at the actual sword and board as well, so we can definitely give you a ride over there. Because I want to go to bed.
Yeah, okay.
Really bad. So, yeah, let's tear this fucker down. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you have fun.
Like a monkey